Greg Joseph ready. And this will not. O.J. Howard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 14. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll cross over out of bounds right. Goes for 36 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tennessee offense set to go to work for the first time, and at QB, the man signed to a big 4-year deal back in March. That's Ryan Tannehill.
Not only did Ryan Tannehill resurrect his career in 2019, he may now serve as a blueprint for quarterbacks looking for a second opportunity. He moved from Miami to Tennessee, took over the starting job from Marcus Mariota in Week 7 last year, and wound up leading the NFL in quarterback rating. And the Titans went 8-3 in his 11 starts, snuck into the playoffs, and went to the AFC Championship game. His future is bright in Nashville, and he expects to be the starter there for many years to come.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. The Tampa Bay Bucks with Tom Brady, the NFL's Offensive Player of the Month for October. 6-2 now on the year. They get the win at MetLife Stadium on Monday night against the now 1-7 New York Giants. But the Bucks a half game up on the Saints in the NFC South with a big one looming as Drew Brees and company come to town for the Sunday nighter in Week 9. That ought to be a good one, a great one. After that, Tampa goes to Carolina within the division and then gets home games with the Rams and the Chiefs, a tough upcoming schedule. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The tackle. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. This is caught. Gronkowski. And inside the 5 here before he... He's out of bounds right at the 3.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
1st and goal from the 3. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
For Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Yeah, back out come the Titans. 5-2 on the season is Tennessee, losing their second straight game in Week 8. This one a little bit of a surprise, 31-20. They lose to the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, the defense continues to have trouble stopping teams on third down. That's been a story all season for Tennessee. NFL rushing leader Derrick Henry added 112 yards to his total on the other side of the football. Now, Ryan Tannehill, he had a slow start that really hurt them in this game. He did play better late, but just ran out of time. Finished with 233 yards, a couple of touchdown passes, and also had an interception. Now, the Titans, a couple of home games coming up as they try to get back in the winning column. They'll host Chicago and then Indianapolis. Two very good teams. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and that'll bring up second down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Now the first carry for Darrington Evans, pushing forward for 3. There you foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone, and the football will come out to the 20-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski, and he'll be out right at the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now, you think about Tom Brady in Tennessee, the thought in the offseason was that this might be a potential landing spot for TB12 with his ties to Mike Vrabel and all. But those thoughts, they ended pretty quickly when the Titans re-upped Ryan Tannehill early in free agency. But remember also, of course, it was the Titans who defeated the Patriots in the wild card round last year, what proved to be Tom Brady's last appearance in a Patriot uniform. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady, blitz coming, and down he goes. Jayon Brown leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Pushing the foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So a critical mistake roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Tannehill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This is unbelievable.
Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, they weren't messing around. 1st and goal, they didn't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, 1st down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it 6 points on the board. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Greg Joseph set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he finds Gronk. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
A gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jack Crawford. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, that's the 2nd time they've gotten to Brady, and you've got to do it a variety of ways. You want your regular pressure. Sometimes you have to bring extra. But in this case, they got to him, and that just doesn't happen very often.
It's a rarity. He's just such a veteran. His pocket presence so good. But, hey, tip of the cap to the D.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st.
First down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Tom Brady.
The sack backs him up 3rd.
Third and long.
On play action, now Brady. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
Intended for Mike Evans.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Well, CD, we are through 8 weeks of the 2020 NFL schedule. Now, 12 teams have played exactly 8 games. The other 20, because of open weeks, will reach that number next week, week 9. But I want to go through a few of the teams with 8 games, and you tell me where you think that they're going to finish up. Let's start with the Browns at 5-3.
And I thought that they'd be 6-2. I thought they beat Las Vegas last week, so due to inconsistency, I'm going to give them 9-7.
All right, same record right now, other conference. How about the Bears at 5-3?
Exact same thing, but only because of their offense. Again, 9-7.
All right, one more. 49ers who sit at 4-4 right now.
I think they've overachieved in a lot of ways based on all the injuries they've had, and they'll continue to battle and scrap. How about 8-8 for them for the season?
A first down carry for Henry. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Eric Henry, the ball carrier. Tackled by Ndamukong Suh.
From just shy of midfield, Tannehill. That's caught inside the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
For Tennessee.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans have taken the lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On first down, Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On play action, it's Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On first down, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Kevin Byard. 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A rare pick six thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick sixes in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51, and you might remember...